Angela Rayner, now Deputy Prime Minister and Secretary of State for Housing, is one of the most influential figures in Sir Keir Starmer's government. Her journey to this prominent position is nothing short of remarkable, reflecting her resilience and determination. Raised on a council estate in Stockport, she left school at 16, became a mother young and started her career as a care worker before rising through the ranks as a trade union rep. Her early life was marked by challenges, but these experiences shaped her into a formidable advocate for social justice. Her authenticity and working-class background set her apart in Westminster, quickly earning her a reputation for straight-talking and passion after being elected MP for Ashton-under-Lyne in 2015. Her ability to connect with ordinary people has been a cornerstone of her political career. She became deputy leader of the Labour Party in 2020, serving as a crucial link between leadership and grassroots members. Her role has been pivotal in shaping party policies and strategies, ensuring that the voices of the rank-and-file members are heard at the highest levels. Rayner's story of social mobility is both a strength and a target for critics who question whether her current lifestyle matches her working-class image. Despite the scrutiny, she remains a vocal advocate for the underprivileged, often drawing from her own life experiences. Now, as Deputy Prime Minister, every aspect of her life is under scrutiny, especially after recent controversy over her property affairs. The intense media focus has not deterred her from her duties, but it has added pressure to her already demanding role. Any hint of impropriety is seized upon by opponents, making her personal narrative a political battleground. Her resilience in the face of such challenges is a testament to her character and commitment to her constituents. The story of her Hove flat is the latest test of her reputation and the standards expected of those in high office. As she navigates these turbulent waters, Angela Rayner continues to be a significant and influential figure in British politics. The controversy centres on a flat Rayner bought in Hove for £800,000. This purchase has drawn significant attention and scrutiny from both the public and political opponents. The issue isn't the purchase itself, but the stamp duty she paid, £30,000, which is the standard rate for a main residence. This has raised eyebrows and questions about the legitimacy of her tax declarations. If the flat had been classified as a second home, she would have owed £70,000, a significant £40,000 difference that has fueled political attacks and accusations of tax avoidance. Complicating matters further, Rayner reportedly declared the Hove flat as her second home for council tax purposes, paying a higher rate there. This discrepancy has not gone unnoticed. Critics claim this is a glaring contradiction: main home for stamp duty, second home for council tax, suggesting she may have manipulated the system to her financial advantage. However, definitions of main residence differ between HMRC and local councils, making the situation legally complex and open to interpretation. These nuances are often lost in the heated political debate, but they've given her opponents ample ammunition to question her integrity and motives. The result is a confusing, politically charged narrative about her financial affairs, leaving the public to wonder about the true story behind her property purchase. Conservatives have pounced, accusing Rayner of hypocrisy, championing fair taxes while allegedly exploiting loopholes. As Housing Secretary, she's held to a high standard, and the opposition claims her actions undermine her credibility. They've called for an investigation, arguing she may have breached the ministerial code. Questions have also been raised about her use of a government flat in London, further muddying the waters. The goal to paint Rayner as a political insider who bends the rules, damaging both her and Labour's reputation. It's a classic tactic, turning her strengths of authenticity and integrity into perceived weaknesses. Rayner's defence is rooted in her personal circumstances, especially her divorce. Her team says she no longer owned her previous home when buying the Hove flat, so the higher stamp duty for second homes didn't apply. She paid the correct amount, £30,000, according to the law. For council tax, her main residence remains in her constituency, making the Hove flat a legitimate second home for local tax purposes. Her team insists there's no contradiction, just different rules for different taxes. Legal restrictions tied to her family arrangements have limited what she can publicly disclose, adding complexity to the case. The key question: has Rayner broken the law? So far, there's no evidence she has. Stamp duty and council tax rules are separate. It's common for properties to be treated differently by HMRC and local councils. If she didn't own another property when buying the Hove flat, the standard stamp duty rate was correct. For council tax, her main home is in her constituency, so the Hove flat's second home status is reasonable. Tax experts say these differences are legal even if they look odd to the public. The controversy is about perception, not proven illegality. Prime Minister Starmer has stood firmly by Rayner, calling the attacks against her a politically motivated smear campaign designed to undermine her credibility and distract from Labour's agenda. He has not wavered in his support, making it clear that he sees these allegations as part of a broader pattern of personal attacks in British politics. Starmer has repeatedly praised Rayner's remarkable journey from a council estate upbringing to one of the highest offices in the country, highlighting her resilience and determination. He frames the criticism she faces as rooted in class-based resentment, suggesting that her working-class background makes her a target for those uncomfortable with her rise to power. By focusing on Rayner's personal story and Labour's core values of fairness and opportunity, the party is shifting the conversation away from technicalities about tax and property and towards the bigger picture of social mobility and representation. This narrative resonates with many supporters who see Rayner as a symbol of hope and proof that politics can be open to people from all walks of life. The party has closed ranks, with MPs and members insisting Rayner followed all the rules and regulations, and arguing that the controversy is little more than a Tory distraction from more pressing national issues. Starmer's public support sends a strong message of unity and decisive leadership, countering any narrative of division or weakness within Labour's ranks. Labour's message is clear. Rayner is being unfairly targeted for her background and her success, and the party stands firmly behind her. The party machinery is in full defence mode, working tirelessly to highlight Rayner's lifelong commitment to public service and her positive impact on communities. Labour believes the best strategy is to confront the accusations head-on, challenge the motives behind them, and remind the public of the values and vision that Rayner and the party represent. This isn't just about tax law, it's about trust and perception. The Conservatives aim to cast doubt on Rayner's honesty, hoping to damage her and Labour's standing. As a working-class champion and housing secretary, Rayner faces higher scrutiny on property issues. Labour's defence focuses on her legal compliance and personal journey, framing the attacks as establishment backlash. The next steps depend on whether an official investigation is launched and if Rayner can release more information. Without evidence of wrongdoing, the story may fade, but it highlights the intense scrutiny on senior politicians. For Rayner, the challenge is to weather the storm without lasting damage to her brand. For both parties, it's a test of political strategy and public trust.